Ready? It's hot, yeah?
Yeah, it's warm. This is the greenhouse.
So today we are, well, the plan was originally for the barber to arrive at 11 and to shoot some content for my YouTube channel. Unfortunately, the plan hasn't gone to plan. So the barber, unfortunately, he got lost. He didn't know where he was going today. He's been here maybe 400 times. So he got here a bit late. Oh, phone call. This is real life.
Yeah.
I'll call him back. So we were meant to film for the YouTube channel. Unfortunately, 1 second. Yeah, Al. Now what's up? Okay, sounds ominous. Okay, I'll phone you back. Bye. That was my business partner, one of my business partners. He said, "But I can tell clearly by tone, right?" He's like, "Are you in a meeting?" I was like, "No, go on." He goes, "Nah, phone me back." So the diary is absolutely packed today with meetings, so I'm just gonna call it a work from home meeting day. So still get the trim anyway, right? Have the look sharp. And yeah, so today is gonna be, I guess, a revised version of a day in the life of. And every day is so different, right? As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, every day is so different. So this is, I guess, is just gonna be one little snippet of a day in the life of when the plan doesn't go to plan. But we've got the videographer here, so we might as well, let it roll. Anton, what's it like trimming me?
You saying that it's my fault why your plans have changed?
No, I'm saying you were late.
Yeah, I was a bit late.
Ah!
But has that affected, like, because what was going to happen at 11? You were going to film for YouTube, but it changed.
That doesn't even matter.
Okay.
That's not even relevant because
it sounds like it would be relevant.
We had
the plans changed.
At one point, he was like 10-15 minutes late sometimes.
This was 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. It's frequently, but one time I had to pull him up. I said, "Yo, listen, this is what we're gonna do. On my next trim, if you're late, my trim is free. If you're on time, then I pay. I was a little bit extra. I can't remember what was it, double or whatever it was, right?"
I don't know if I got it.
Oh, what are you talking about? Of course, we trimmed it in the old office. Anyway, my man was on time, on time. There was no issues. In fact, it was early. So I said, okay, this is the standard, right? From then, for the next 3 months, he's on time all the time. Now he's slipped back into that routine. But the difference is now, because of course, he came on the self-made journey, he now takes payment up front. So I can't even say to him, I need a discount, because I had to pay. And I think I'm getting a different link to everybody else. So I get a link to book my trim. And he's in control of the link, who gets what. So I think I'm paying a premium to everybody else, but it's one of those ones where you'll never know. Unless I bump into somebody that, I'm gonna go through his Instagram, yeah?
I wouldn't do that.
No?
Come on, I'm a fair man.
A man of integrity. So as a client that you trim, what are the conversations like compared to, I guess, some other people that you trim?
Okay, so when I trim you guys, obviously I trim Jazz as well.
Mr. Jazz. Of course, introduction by. In fact, where's my referral fee? What? Self-made mentees like referral fee? What's going on?
Shay should really. He's got this multi-level.
Multi-level, yeah. He's the one who gave you a few people.
Yeah, he'd be on red right now. But really, when I up my prices, then.
Then what?
Then maybe I can skim off some of the cream and that.
So wait, hold on, let me just interject. So, what's stopping you from like upping your prices now then?
Jeez, another self-made of talking.
It's a good question. To be fair, I've upped the prices, but I've upped them like so it's good for But if I was to then like be given commission as well, you know,
It's marketing cost. You ready? You ready?
So it's for the Southern Network, yeah? Don't look at it.
Come here.
No.
Come here.
Oh, please.
Come here. What are you trying to run away for?
I don't want it on the camera.
It's time.
same.
Is it the same review?
It's time. How long is it going to take you to get yourself camera ready?
1 hour.
1 hour?
I'm joking. What? My man is going to give me a little trim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't take 1 hour to get ready. They'll have to be finished in 15 minutes. We have a meeting. You know, sometimes lateness has an impact on everything, you know. So if I don't get this deal today, jeez, barbering for free. So, barbershop life, it's over with. I don't really mind being a bit rough and rugged. So I don't even, you know, some people, their trim is their life. I'm just like, take me as I am. You met me on those terms, so that's how I run it. She met me rough and rugged. She said no, she didn't. I don't know if you can hear that. Our breath. Myself and Bianca now have a Zoom meeting, which is due to take place in 1 minute. I just ran up the stairs, just finished having my trim, and no chance to do anything. Hopefully I'm not too hairy. So this meeting today, I won't say too much, but a client that we're hoping to work with. I know I can say we're developing an accelerator program. So we're speaking to a consultant to help us build the accelerator program. As you guys know, we've been doing mentoring for the past 5 years, but there's some changes and adaptations that we want to have in place as we start to phase out the mentoring and it starts to go online. So that's what this meeting is about today. They've worked with hundreds of companies building their accelerator program, finding funding for them as well. So wish me luck, we're about to start. Jeez, no rest for the wicked, as they say, right? So that was a call with a brand in the UAE. We should see. I might as well tell you about this. You know, you might have a new business soon. So it was a brand in the UAE that I use. I won't say too much.
You've already told me about this.
Yeah, but for the camera purposes, I won't say too much. I don't want to get cancelled. And reached out to their team. They haven't opened a branch in the UK yet. Finally, months and months and months and months and months later, managed to track down the person who might be able to explore that conversation with me. Had a call with him just now, as you saw. But they're already speaking to someone and they're opening a flagship store in Knightsbridge. And they're also considering opening just a handful of stores in and around that area with this particular partner. So I said to them, look, it already sounds like the conversation you're having with these guys is quite advanced. Rather than, and it sounds like I'm going to have to wait until you've dealt with them before you can make a decision on me. So I just said, look, why don't you maybe have a conversation with them and say, look, there's a third wheel. Would you consider partnering with them? And their background is property developer, football agent. They got high capital, or working capital. So I was like, and for me, I don't know if this is like just off the conversation if that happens or not, but for me it's like, well, I might as well just join their party, right? So that was the conversation, that was the call. I'm expecting an application form because one must provide details of who I am and what I do and what I plan to do with their brand, which is fair. But I guess for this, it's just, let's call it a luxury product. or a luxury service in the UK, which isn't like, oh my God, I've got a passion for this business, but I just think it's a really cool business. And at the end of the day, you have to diversify a little bit. And I can see this being a great add-on and a brand that I'll be very proud of if it happens. So this is just initial conversation to see where the numbers are. I heard the number, didn't scare me, didn't fill me with terror. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So now I just had my hair cut, as you guys know. I'm gonna jump in the shower again and change. I wanted to do that before my meetings, but had to do with a Mr. B self-made for now. And I got my next meeting at 3:30. I've just finished my lunch on my desk as it goes. Next meeting at 3:30. There may be another one before that, once I check my messages. Let's see. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Show her in glory and black. So just slide her in.
If they see me on camera like this, they're going to be thinking there's something to her, to say some good thing.
So I wanted to get my assistant on, but she's a bit camera shy at the moment. So we're just going to get her. We want to hear from you. She took off her elegant top that she just filmed in. You have to slide an image in of what she was wearing today. And then now she's back on the road ready to go home at like 3 o'clock to miss the traffic. That's what she calls it, right?
Goodness.
So what's it like working with me? Tell the people, let us understand.
I love working with you because you always push me to like push the boundaries where I've kind of stopped myself, like even being on camera. I did do some camera shots today, as you know, and I didn't want to, but I felt much better after I did it. So you always encourage me to go beyond, and yeah, sometimes I think you see more than I can see that in me, so I appreciate that.
And how did you end up working? How did we end up working together?
I proposed the business to you in the first instance. I told you about a luxury packing service. You believed in the idea, you gave me a try. I was able to show you through that what I can do, how I work, and then you gave me an opportunity to work for you.
So to bring it back, so Cara has like a luxury packing service, and like she makes ish tidy. So whether it be your garage or your wardrobe, whatever it is, Cara makes it great. So she was doing that for me, and then that transformed into as well like just a packing service when I'm traveling. Just come in, make sure everything's ironed, packed, everything's good. And then I liked her work ethic, always reliable. Did you do any like hostessing? I can't remember now. Perhaps potentially.
And events, you
maybe
asked me
some,
to come to
yeah,
events.
some. She does that's it. She did some events, did book launch, just working on an ad hoc basis. And I said, and that's how I kind of recruit most of my people that I work with. Is like they've done something for me in some shape or form, but I also just love headhunting people. So I was like, cool. She got her company already that she's working for. Come over to the good side, right? So then we had a conversation about it, and I don't know if you thought I was joking when I first said it's time.
I did. I definitely thought you were joking.
Yeah, I said that.
He's like, you're coming over to the team from town. I was like, no, seriously. He's like, yeah, I'm joking.
So then she's here. You've been here how long with us now?
Since December, 4 months.
Oh, is it that long?
Yeah.
How's it been?
Great, I love it. Every day is something new.
What's been the most challenging thing?
The most challenging thing I'd say is getting used to actually how much goes into running businesses, and like me getting my head around that and seeing everything that goes in behind it. It's not, a joke, or it's not just easy work that I think people assume, and how much hours you put in, do you know what I mean? So yeah, the challenging thing has been keeping up, I guess, and like learning how to multitask.
Okay. And what's been the most enjoyable thing?
The most enjoyable thing is working with you and Bianca and Emma and Reggie and the team, just because we're surrounded by great people.
Give me something that you've learned. Give me like something you've learned or something that's changed your way of thinking.
It's a hard one. There's so many different things. I think what's changed my way of what's made me, or what I have learned, is seeing, honestly, the amount of time you guys put into your businesses makes me see that if I wanna, grow in my business and myself, I have to also put in the hours and the time, because it's important. You're not gonna get there watching Netflix So,
Listen, I've been watching Netflix.
Oh.
I've just finished watching. I'm on the second series of Kanye right now. I've got a Netflix.
But you're already established. But for us coming up, that's the time to run.
Fair.
Put the legwork in.
So I offered Cara an assistant. Imagine the assistant gets an assistant, and I said, let me know what this assistant will be doing, because she was making out like she was drowning.
Oh my God.
Is we saying you was drowning, or you was just
I'm
like?
not drowning, but there's loads of things every day. When you're like, oh, you've got some spare time. No, I never have spare time.
So just to digress for a moment, she went to the office in North with my other business partner, and what did he say?
He was like, Cara, how are you getting on? You got enough to do? I said, listen, I'm so sorry, but I can't even offer you anything to do for you. I'm too busy.
So my business partner was like, do you need you more things to do? She was like, no. I've got enough on my plate. So coming back to it, I was offering her an assistant, and I was like, if you can demonstrate you need an assistant, I wasn't even trying to like ask for much. I was like, just if you need an assistant, it's a potential conversation. And she sent me back some flimsy email, right? Some flimsy email. Yeah, they could do this, or they could do this. But listen, your opportunity of having an assistant is cancelled.
How can you? Yeah.
Did I respond? I responded.
No.
Didn't I? I responded on the email.
No.
I probably wrote it.
Unless you did respond, and there's
probably,
80 emails right now. So
there's 80 emails. I probably looked at it and was like, this is some flimsy email back, right?
I won't even see the
And
email.
what? It was just like, you want me to spend money on this?
I want to see the email.
Well, you hear it firsthand now, right? So your response was poor at best. All right?
How can you hot me up?
Like, I'm just telling you.
How can you stop hotting me up? You're all here like, oh, what's your greatest achievement? What's this?
Yeah, but this is real life, isn't it?
On the camera.
Alright, I should tell her on camera.
To be fair, this is the day in the life of
This
Byron.
is real life.
So this is actually real.
Imagine.
It's alright, guys.
I was like,
I'll sort it out.
I'm gonna give her an assistant, let her live her best life. She's already got like one person she's responsible for already and taken on board. And I was like, let me give her an assistant so she can just delegate some work to. Just give me something solid. I understand that, okay, now by giving them this, it's gonna take them too long to manage and too long to learn, and it's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
So anyway, her assistant is cancelled, and we'll review it.
Back to me.
We'll review it again in 6 months' time, unless she comes with a proposal that makes logical sense. But me trying to be proactive and give her an assistant is done. Alright, she is cancelled now.
This is the first I've heard this.
Alright, so you've heard firsthand. This is real life. Real life. So, I mean, how many people is first 4 months of their job, they can have 2 assistants effectively.
I was probably so busy with other tasks, I thought that's the least of my problems. Like, I've got all these other things to do for you.
Day in the life of. Alright, any final parting words for people who are trying to understand what an average day is like for me or for you?
When you don't want to do something, even if you know it's best for you,
Yeah.
go for it.
There we are. Alright. So take action. That's what I've taken from that. Take action because it's for the best. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
There we are. Right, I need to go and sort myself out. Next meeting in 33 minutes. See you on the other side. Alright, so now showering changed. Next meeting in the diary is a meeting with. This is so difficult I'm going to ask her to describe herself. Maybe it's easier. But they form part of my marketing team, effectively. So, yeah, got a meeting with them now. Trying to find the link. This is me running around in the house. Imagine when I'm out and about. Bianca would say I can never find links to the meetings. Is that true, B?
No comment.
Come on, comment for the people.
That's a trap, Byron.
Is it a trap? What date are we on? Hey, you right?
Byron, how are you?
I'm alright, I'm good. I feel like I haven't spoken to you in years. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
What's going on?
I've really missed you.
So we're filming something actually. Oh, I've stolen you from on my headphones. Hold on. I was just articulating. I've got my videographer here. How do I articulate the amount of things that we do together for marketing.
Oh my gosh.
So
What
just
we do- well, it's funny you say that
Yeah.
because I've literally together the whole process of what we do
okay, good.
and put it into a system. I've now
Right.
systemized it.
Okay,
I've got 3 stages, so it's a strategize, systemize, and then launch and scale. So strategize, we cover niche, understanding your niche, who you're targeting, create an offer matrix, create a social plan, a social media plan. Then we systemize it, which means we write the copy to the audience, create the design based on your branding, and then we build the tech side and make sure that all the ducks are in a row, all works together. I mean, you're recording this.
yeah.
And,
it's on. These your videographers here, like filming.
Okay. and then we launch and scale it, and that means we create the email campaigns, create the headlines, create the hooks. We then test it to make sure it's all working properly, to make sure that people are not falling through the cracks. So that's converting, testing it, put a heat map on there to find out where people drop off,
Very
measure and convert. So we're going to check the conversion rates and then test, track the results, and then look to see where it needs tweaking.
awesome. Thank you. I'm going to summarize that before I bid these guys farewell, right? So, effectively,
It's called freedom to grow. We call it freedom to grow.
freedom to grow. There you are. So this is. Would you say it's like a high level? This is a high level.
It's
Yeah.
a high level program.
This is high level.
Yeah.
So this isn't. You could be just a startup, but you have to really know your program, know your content. And one thing I like about Alison is she really understands the product or service, then writes copy for it. You get what you pay for, definitely. But this is a high level product and service. If you're looking to scale, if you need more customers in whatever the area, whether it's website build, whether it's automation, so just automating everything, SMS, emails, funnels. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have our meeting now. We will speak to you guys when we finish, and I'll give you an update. No, it's packed, so I'll message you and we'll get something in. Yeah. All right. Awesome. I'll speak to you shortly. No worries. Pleasure. Take care. Bye. Bye. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Cole, it's Sarah, Rolls-Royce.
Hey.
How you doing?
Are you calling me for money? Okay, good. I want to hear from you then. Go on then, Sarah. Come. Yeah. What day is it? What time was it again? Ooh, do you know, it's not gonna be me that's coming, but let me just confirm it now, and come back to you, because I do remember registering for it, but yeah, it's gonna be someone in my team that's gonna represent me, so they're gonna come and have a great time with you. Yeah? Yeah, I will do. Yeah, I'll come back to you today. Alright, awesome, thanks, bye. Never stops, right? So that was Rolls-Royce, H.R Owen. They've got an event on Saturday. That on the phone. They've got an event on Saturday, and I had registered for it. They invited me to this event. I had registered for it, but I had no intention of going. But I had offered it to my team, and I don't think they came back to me. How rude! It includes lunch. It includes everything. So I'm gonna get onto them and make sure they're gonna go, because there's a convoy of Rolls-Royce. It's gonna be in it. Do you want to go? You can go.
I'm filming.
Do you know what? The networks. This is what this is about. The networks that these things give you, right? So they go. You have breakfast and lunch on them, and they do a health check of your vehicle to make sure it's all good to go for the road trip. Can't lose, really. I mean, the amount of money they charge for their services, they can't. I've got to jump on another call. So I just finished that call with Alison, which was awesome. Hold on. Oh, let me tell you about this. Forget that, right? So I'm about to speak to Byron Tracy's marketing company I met the director when I was in San Diego. So effectively, if you really think about it, it's logical. Brian Tracy, the OG, who sells millions and millions and millions of pounds worth of personal development every single year, he has a marketing company. And when we was in the room, and I'll talk about this on the Brian Tracy vlog that we'll hopefully record, he has a marketing company, and that marketing company, I met the guy who is the director, and I was like, I need to talk to you. It's like, me? I was like, yeah. So we need to exchange contact details. And he was like, okay. I said, yeah, you've been doing this for the OG for a long time, and you know what you're doing, so I need to just cut to the chase and get that information. So we have a call. So they're 8 hours. Oh no, I'm early. It's not right now. So we can film the Brian Tracy vlog. I have it in 30 minutes time, so let's film it. You ready to rock and roll? You want to get your stand?
Yeah.
Let's go. Having a quick call with Mrs. C, or a quick conversation with Mrs. C.
Yeah, call with me from across the room.
I had to go into her domain, and I stepped into her office. She was showboating as always. She's in this article, in that article, blah blah blah. All right, Miss Rockstar.
These lies.
So now I'm gonna head into this meeting. I thought I had the link.
Every time.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I can't complain, thank you. I can't complain at all. What time are we now where you are? It's 5:30. 5:30 now. Yeah, 5:30. So it's late in the evening. So how have you been? Oh, it's incredible, right? Yeah, incredible. 3.5 days. Lots of gems to take away. So that's very useful. And so yeah, all good. He does it how many times? Maybe 3 times a year. So I just finished the call with Eric, which is the guy who owns the marketing company, and interesting conversation. I'm going to debrief with the boss in just a moment, if she has a minute. But they've been doing this for some time. They're not new to the game. And he's like, I need a marketing budget of 6 figures, he said to me. Dollars. So I'm okay. Over what period of time? It's over 6 months at least. So I'm okay. Was a little bit further away from where I wanted, but I wrote down a number here, basically, which is £10,000, which is $13,000, and where he wanted it to be was $16,000 as a starting price. I took 6 figures as literally 100,000, not know anything more and nothing more. So he suggested we do a much more in-depth call with his team and his strategists and stuff, which we're going to do. I'm going to wait for the link and I'll follow up on that. 6 o'clock now. Got to now work on some emails before going to football at 7:30. But yeah, the call is really interesting, and sometimes when you just work with these experts, they also get you thinking, and then they're able to also show you real life who they've been working with and how it's been of benefit to them. And that's been that was very interesting, and just seeing that pathway, because again, they can accelerate my journey. Luckily now I'm in a position where we have disposable income to spend on marketing, and it's like they can accelerate the journey rather than me go through all this pain and learning and teething problems. Like, listen, let me just drop the bag off here and then let him just help me, because it's far easier. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes just mopping up 10% of my emails. Then I'm going to go and get ready, and I'm going to go to football and try and warm up, and hopefully you're going to come to football too. We'll see. Because I need to warm up, and because I'm getting old now, got to put knee support on, ankle support on, Not quite knee support, but ankle support still. Anyway, I will see you in about an hour. So before we start, let me just say this. Teams are a stitch up, all right? So if I don't have a good day today, you guys have been pre-warned. So everybody thinks that the teams are perfectly fine and I'm just throwing my toys out the pram. So we'll see what the results are, right?
You told him not to throw it too long. I wasn't expecting it.
So just finished the game. I can't believe it. We drew 9-9. Got 4 goals in the end. Right in the end, they scored and they just called time. So now home, eat, shower, change, work. So I've just got home and the girls are watching Bel Air without me, eating popcorn. On the sofa, spread out, and now they've gone quiet because obviously the camera's on, and they face me. Yeah. Yes. I can smell something nice in the oven. So. Yes, I made dinner. We made dinner. We made dinner. We made dinner. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and shower, sneak to the office. Ready to sneak. Okay, so I jumped in the shower, I had some food, I spent maybe 15 minutes watching Apprentice. It was the first time watching it, so I think it's on the final 5 now. But I've had to come back up now, it's 11:30. I've had to come back up and do the work that I need to do, otherwise I'll be stressed and tomorrow I don't open my laptop and it's too much. So I'm gonna spend about another 30 minutes, 45 minutes just catching up, clearing out my inbox, responding to anything that's urgent. Then I'm gonna just clean up my WhatsApps. So I've got a couple of outstanding kind of messages that I kind of need to just respond to. Really, I'm just gonna deal with anything urgent. But if I don't start cleaning it up now, then tomorrow is just gonna be too much. So I am currently working through my outstanding emails for Bianca. I guess one of the only stakeholders that I have to be on job for. No excuses. She'll be on to me. So I've just done a deal with for her. Can I say the name? The ink's not dry yet, but the sign up is done. A major credit card company. Major. How else can I describe them? They don't have their own bank, I don't think. And it's international. 2 words. Pinch your odds here. So yeah, I've just done a deal with them. It's nothing crazy, but it's just like an influencer deal really. So it's really straightforward, really clean. Got it done really quickly, a couple of calls. Our first engagement was the 1st of March. So we're 16 days to get it over the line. And remember I was out for a week, so I don't know, I can't remember if that played a part with my trip away to California, but the deal's done now, so I'm just waiting for contracts. And yeah, this is my final email, and it just leaves one outstanding item, which means I need to make an actual physical phone call tomorrow. Then Bianca's inbox is clear and I'm up to date. Tuesday, 11:26. This is a day in the life of